guys, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Today I'm going to do a Charlize Theron look, another Charlize Theron look. This one is from the cover of W magazine. Slightly obsessed with her at the moment. Really excited about the Huntsman film that's coming out. Really excited. So she's obviously on my mind. And also I watched Devil's Advocate the other night, which I love. Now let me think. This image is really doing my neck. But I am also going to really buff this into the skin as well so that it doesn't sit on my skin like a mask. Okay, so I look kind of yellowy, orangey, slightly greenish colour at the moment because it is the wrong foundation colour for me. But once I put in a few different textures and colours, hopefully we'll be able to bring it back to a sort of humanish colour. I'm going to use Medium Ash Brow Wiz. This is from Anastasia. Brows are really arched. And they come down a very long way. So the brow is pretty much that shape, I would say. Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel thing. Tinted brow gel. This one is espresso. So I'm just going to clean up the skin a bit. I will be coming back and cleaning up the skin again after I finish the eyes, but just so I can get this skin a little bit more polished. I'm just going in with my Bobbi Brown concealer, creamy concealer that is, in the colour Natural, which is usually too dark for me. That is perfect for this foundation. Okay, on the eyes, it's really hard to find these products. I came across a few things that would give me a similar result, but the one that will last the best is the one that I've chosen to use, and that is Laura Mercier Metallic Cream Eye Colour. I love these things. This colour is Aloe. That's going all over the lid to start with. All over the lid. That's going to act as a really nice base for us to blend a pigment onto. It's a beautiful colour on its own, but it's also really nice as a base. The pigment I've found and I am using is from Neal's Yard. The colour is Truffle, number 24. And I'm blending that just over the top. And all the way up to the socket. Give it a good buff through with a MAC 217 there, in case you're wondering. That is pretty on its own. Love that. Let me check out. Right, okay, how are we doing? Need to go maybe a touch darker just through this socket here, I think. So. Just up here, all the way through our socket. Nice and high on the socket. You might be able to hear sometimes this noise. That's what it is. It's me tapping out. When I use loose pigments, actually whenever I use any eyeshadow, I just get rid of any fallout so it doesn't end up under my eyes. In case you're wondering, it's not Death Watch Beetle. Actually, does Death Watch Beetle? What is Death Watch Beetle? I don't even know if it makes that noise. Don't know where that came from. Somewhere in the back of my subconscious, I've got the idea that Death Watch Beetle makes a little clicking noise. This eye is having a watery day. I don't know why. It's just decided that it doesn't want to behave today, and it's a little bit watery at the outside corner. So if my makeup for any reason starts to shift around, that will be why. It's always this eye. Always. It's also my hard eye to do. Now what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of my Laura Mercier Alloy Metallic Cream Paint, and I'm just going to put that just in a little strip through the centre of the eye there, just so we get that highlight back that was there before. Okay, underneath the eye I'm going to take a little bit of my truffle pigment from Neil's Yard and put that close to the lash line. Can't really see what it is because she's looking down like that, it's very difficult to see, but it looks like there's something dark there. So that is what I'm going to use. Black Track Fluid Line from MAC, tiny little thin weenie brush, whichever one you want. This is my one from Real Techniques. Now, we're not going to do this on the lash line, we're going to do it under the lash line. So we are tight lining just under the lashes. All the way into the corner here, and then right the way in. Eek! Take this fluid line on the bottom waterline, so we are all the way along the outside corner. Now something I've noticed Charlize Theron does is she puts a tiny little line in here, really tiny, just to give her a massive cat eye. Makes a huge difference. Have a look at her pictures, and if you can really zoom in, you'll see a tiny little line just in there. So that's what we're going to do. Now we need mascara. On my quest to make my lashes grow bigger, longer and more luscious, I'm using Grow Luscious from Revlon. It's a huge wand, if you like a huge wand, and a mascara that gives you plenty of build up, then you'll love this, regardless of whether it makes your lashes grow. Can't tell you, haven't been using it for long enough. I hope so, because I have a little bald spot where I've obviously been taking my makeup off too vigorously. This is a gorgeous mascara. Let's just try and do an eyelash comb over, cover my bald spot. Yeah, not working. I should be getting my dew lash out again to help them grow. I'm going to let that dry before I come back and do my bottom lashes. Let's get some bronzer on. Chanel Soleil de Tan. Brand new! Very exciting. I'm going to use my buffing brush for this. Now this bronzer goes tops the cheekbones, into the hairline, and all the way around here. Nice in my hair. Now I'm going to take my bronzer and my blending brush, and I'm going to use a little bit of that just along the edge of my socket, just to warm it up. Let's just go back in and strengthen everything up now. Applying a little more, just to layer, and then just buffing it through again. Keeping this central panel where I put that, where I put the cream back over the top, and keeping that empty. So just building up. Now over the top of where I put my bronzer on the edge, I've got a little bit of Earth and Rose from Avon. I'm just gonna buff that through the edge. Blend that edge again. It's really blended in. A little bit of powder, loose. Now lips. Charlize Theron often has like really matte lips. This is slightly peachy, so I've just chosen to use a lip liner on its own. The one I'm using is from Chanel. It's called Peach. So I've put a little bit of concealer on my lips, and I'm just going to go over the top. This kind of lip is not for everyone. It is very matte, it's not massively comfortable, and it probably will go a little bit white on the inside. It's pretty much very good for photographs, but not massively wearable. But what you can do is put a little bit of a lipstick or a lip gloss over the top to make it more comfortable. What have I got lying around here? This is just a nude one from Chanel. It's from the new collection. Empreente. That sounds more Spanish than French. I'm sure that I've said that wrong. Yeah, so you can put that on top. It doesn't stop it looking massively matte as long as you don't put loads over the top. Is there anything else I need to add? Maybe a little bit more of that bronze along my contour there. Earth and Rose just on the cheeks as well, I think. And hair down. And that is the Charlize Theron look from W Magazine. I hope you like it, guys. Pretty easy, actually, not masses of products. A little bit of blending involved, and yeah, I mean, fairly simple. If you want to chat to us on Twitter, you can do. I'll put our links down in the description box, and if you want to join the conversation on Facebook, that will be down there too. The pictures of this and the products and the original picture will be on the blog. And I think that's everything. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.